Hey guys, I wanted to make sure that everyone understands what they need to do with their containers once they get them in. So whether or not you have done all access or you have done one single program, you are going to get all of your containers. And all of these containers may seem really overwhelming, so I wanted to make sure everybody understands what's going on whenever you receive them. So if you did get one single program, you'll get a book in. So at the beginning of each book, you will have an eating plan book that will make you calculate how many calories you're going to eat for that specific program. That one was 21 Day Fix. This one's Core de Force. So that page is going to make you calculate how many calories you're going to need for that specific program. The reason why it's important you do it separately for each program is because you're going to burn a certain amount of calories for different programs. So you need to make sure you do it for every different program that you do. So once you calculate how many calories you are going to be eating, then you're going to go to a different page that's going to tell you how many containers you're going to be using. So it's going to be a page like this, and it's going to have the containers, and it's going to have a number next to them. What that means is you are going to fill that container up a certain amount of times throughout the day. So let's say you get 3 yellow containers, which is carbs. You will be able to fill that container up 3 times in a day. So obviously you're not going to want to eat 2 carbs for breakfast. You want to spread them out throughout the day because carbs is where you get your energy. So you need to make sure all the containers you're eating, you're spreading throughout the day. What? Hold on, okay? So, doesn't matter what container it is, that's how many containers you're going to fill up throughout the day. Let's say you get 2 purple, so you're going to be able to eat 2 purples throughout the day. So don't waste all your purples for breakfast. Don't eat 2 purples for breakfast. Make sure you eat 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. It kind of just depends on what your mood is or whatever, but it'll have a number next to the container, and that means you can fill it up that many times. If you did the all access, and you are not going to get a book if you did all access, what you're going to get is all access to every single program. So when you click on the program, you're going to go to program materials, and then under program materials, it has eating plan or nutritional guide or something that revolves around food. Just look for that guide, and you're going to open that guide. I don't recommend printing it because could you imagine a printing, like that's a lot to print out. So I don't recommend printing it. I do recommend printing 1 page though. The beginning of the book will help you calculate it. You can print that, or a good idea would be to print the 3 pages of food that you're allowed to eat. So let's talk about that next. So whenever you're doing a specific program, the reason why the programs work so well is that it tells you how many, what sorts of foods are really good in nutritional value for you. So let's say you're a veggie person. Anything that is on the top of the list is higher in nutritional value than the things at the bottom. So you really want to start picking from things up here. This is if you're doing the program strict and you're doing the program how it's supposed to be, this is all the only veggies you're allowed to eat. If it's not on this list, then you shouldn't be eating it. If you want to make sure you have results that most people are having with these programs, if you're seeing that you're not seeing results, then you need to look at this list and see if you're eating what you're supposed to be eating. Because this list, it pretty much explains to you everything that you need to be doing. What? So you need to take a look at the list. There's a list for each one. There's a list for every single one of these containers. So you need to make sure you're choosing the correct foods from those lists. It also explains next to it whether or not you're counting it cooked or raw. Like eggplant, it's not making you shove the eggplant into the green container. It's actually telling you can eat half of a medium is considered 1 green. So you really need to look at that to see what you can count as what. Shakeology always counts as the red. It's a protein. Yes, it has a ton of veggies, but they actually want you to eat more veggies than drink veggies. And it actually kind of works out pretty well because your veggies are really where you curb your cravings and stuff, and you find that your nutrients in your body is being replenished so you don't crave as many things. Sorry. brain is going crazy right now. So like each different program is going to have something different for you. I know Core de Force is specific with the third week. You're supposed to be eating more carbs or more veggies or something because you're going to be burning more since you've been doing it for so long. So you really have to make sure that you're opening up these nutritional plans and looking at all of this. The container system works whenever you know what you're doing. So again, the list that's in the book are the foods that you can eat. So if it's not in the book, I personally don't recommend eating it if you're following the program to the T. If you're just doing the program, like you're to the point where you want to be, you've lost your weight, you have the muscle that you want to have, and you're just doing the program kind of to stay in shape and stuff, you're pretty much where you want to be, then yeah, just you're working out 4 to 5 days a week maybe. You don't need to follow it as strictly. But if you're still looking to lose weight, then you need to follow the program completely, which means you need to look in the book and see kind of what foods you're supposed to be eating and how many times you're supposed to be filling up these containers. Do you need to be following it strictly? It's a really good idea to start doing this. Like, let's say you're going to start on a Monday. It's really good to start looking at things on that Friday. I know your weekend's busy, so by the time Sunday comes and you're sitting down trying to figure out like what your meal plan is going to be for the week, it might be a little overwhelming. I don't like to use that word, but it might be a little bit just too much to take in at once. So I always like to break it down, look at it the week before. Don't just start the day before. I did also want to mention that you need to measure, because some people don't, like before you start a program, you need to make sure you're measuring, because some people don't lose weight. Like for 21 Day Fix, whenever I did it, I didn't lose that much weight. I lost more inches. So make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing for the programs to really work. So again, look at your program. If you have all access, you need to go to program materials. You should be printing out your workout calendar. And this goes for everyone. You should be printing out your workout calendar, and you should be opening your meal plan, and you should be looking at it. If you have any questions about any of that, let me know. I really get a lot of my recipes from the books. I have Fixate, which is another book that Autumn has come out with, and that's a really good recipe book. I use Pinterest. I modify stuff that my husband likes to eat that's unhealthy, and I figure out a way to make it healthy. So I've gotten to the point where I'm pretty good at figuring things out. So if you need any help, just let me know. But I really want to make sure everyone understands these containers. So you're filling these containers up that amount of times, whatever number is next to your plan. So that's why you need to meal plan on Sundays, because if you don't meal plan and then you end up only eating 2 veggies and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you still have 2 more veggies to eat, that's a lot to eat for dinner. Like, I can't eat 2 veggies for dinner unless it's a huge salad. So you really need to take a look at all of that, and I really think that it'll benefit you. If you're looking to lose the weight that you want to lose, you need to make sure you're doing these programs to the T. That's the way, like when people say that they've gotten all these results, and you know, the people that have lost $500, it's not because they didn't follow the meal plan. It's because they opened up the meal plan, they followed the workout regimen to the T, like every single day what they're supposed to do. They follow the meal plan for what they're supposed to do. So it just benefits you. If you want to put the work in, then you just need to take a look at all of the meal plans to figure out what you should be putting in your body. And the Shakeology, if you put like fruit and you put almond milk and stuff in it, that all counts whatever you're putting in your Shakeology. So if you're not counting that, then that's something else you need to look at. So I hope this video really helped you guys. If you have any more questions about container system, message me on Facebook. Email me or shoot me a text, whatever communication you prefer. But let me know if you need any help.